when you get to the final, when you're at this stage, you know, competing against the best of the best. You know, the teams that we've got are at such a high caliber. You know, it's like a competition of the giants. You know, all of the colleges from around the country who, you know, can get into the final. They're competing at such a high level, and the food they're presenting is, you know, rival any good restaurant. For the 4 judges today, we've got Frank Ponte, who's the author of Rains and Terrains, and we've also got Mitch Tonks, well-established food author. We've got Serge Noland, who's the head development chef for Young's, and we've also got Nikki Hawkins, who works for Seafish, and she's helped me along with the competition.
This competition always produces an excellent standard of seafood. But what I'm really looking for is chefs that are very confident with their fish. I don't want to see too many flavours on it. I want to see people really taking the ingredient and just pairing it with things that are very complementary, nothing too wacky. And I have to say, looking at the menus today, these are some of the best menus I've ever seen in this competition.
I'm looking for creativity, passion, technique, and to see, you know, what kind of ingredients they're using, and you know, to see if they manage to do some good flavors.
I'm looking for something quite simple. I don't want anything very complicated. At the end of the day, we want to test, and test. It's the most important things. The design and the presentation is also very important, as long as we keep it simple and clean.
Standards get higher every single year. We're looking for good presentation, good use of skills, and good tasting seafood dishes.
I'm always especially proud because I always think of Grimsby being the seafood town of the UK. So to host the Young Seafood Chef competition, it's a pleasure.
This year we've got 9 teams, and we've got more sponsors, so we're bigger and better. You know, Seafish, Young's, Charisma UK, Coppercrest, Oak Ridge Hotels, Sealord. We've got, you know, you name it, they're here. So yeah, it's national, we've got colleges from all over. We've got a lot of teams. It's such a high standard competing for the final, so it's really exciting today.
Teams, you've got 30 minutes to serve the first course.
quality seems to get better each year, and I think that chefs and young chefs seem to be getting more familiar with fish, and I think that they seem to be experimenting more, and I think that's coming over in their kind of choices of their menus and the kind of being a little bit more creative, and so I think it's getting better and better.
We have had a very tough day trying to choose. When we did eventually get to our top 3, we've then had to spend another half an hour deliberating on which placings they should be in. Everybody has delivered.
Some students will use new technique, which is good, but at the end of the day, fish is the principal thing. So, but we noticed some very exciting flavors and some very exciting presentations. So, cannot be better.
I think they delivered very well. I mean, there were some brilliant skills going on in those kitchens today. Really was very, very high standard. I think the top 3 were very accomplished cooking, and the rest of it was very good cooking. There was a clear kind of mix between it.
Started very quickly and got on with it, and just thought we both work around each other. We both seem to be quite comfortable around each other, so we worked quite quickly and efficiently.
Both on the same wavelength, so we both know what we need to get done and the time that we need to get it done in. So that also.
We both help each other out as well.
Yeah.
The 3 of them was all consistency all the way through. We'll have to break it down by presentation, by technique, and actually bring it down to the single point actually to find the winner.
The winners, again, cool guys, and they took a kind of classic and turned it to a new idea, if you like, and their flavor and their technique were great. So that's why they are the winner.
So they're just unbelievable, and I hope they go on to have a really good career and enjoy what they're doing.
Today with the competition we've had all the guests who've been down in the gallery restaurant today. Coney and Barrow supplied all of the wines, which is fantastic. We've been supporters of the competition for quite a while, and also we've had Russums here. Russums have also supplied all the uniforms, everything for the competition. They've been supporters of us for a long, long time now. And of course we've had Coppercress. And Coppercress have provided the different cress varieties which have been incorporated into the starter, which is a bit of a twist on this year's competition. We've never done that before, and that's been a very interesting twist on this year, and they've produced some really good stuff, interesting, been really good.
If you'd have been served them in a restaurant anywhere, you would have been very, very happy with it. They were brilliantly accomplished food, perfect execution, did very well.